Welcome to the TOEFL Reading Section Explainer. Hey everyone, it's Lucian here at Test Ready, a learning platform for TOEFL and other further education qualifications. The reading section is, in my opinion, the easiest because all the information is there just staring at you and you've just got to interpret it. Plus, you've got loads of time to figure it out. So, here's what's coming up in the video. We'll learn about the TOEFL reading section, we'll discuss the format of the section, we'll talk about potential topics in the test, and finally, I'll explain the different question types. So, let's learn about the TOEFL reading section. It's very important to understand that TOEFL's goal is to ascertain whether your English level is good enough for a higher level education environment. Therefore, it's looking at your fundamental understanding of English reading comprehension. That means even though there'll be a wide range of topics, you're not required to have any expertise in them. Next is how the reading section is formatted. The reading section will always be the first part of the test and will be 36 minutes long with 2 reading passages and 10 questions per passage. That gives you just under 2 minutes for each question. That said, some questions will take literally a few seconds, and as you get familiar with question types, you'll subconsciously start to understand how to allocate time to them. Each passage is divided into around 6 paragraphs, and questions will almost always be specific to a single paragraph, making it that much easier to comprehend and answer that question. Each question is multiple choice format with 4 choices. Topics that tend to come up are a reflection of this being a university level test. Therefore, you'll see questions about anthropology, environmental science, history, zoology, and so on. But as I say, don't worry, TOEFL aren't expecting you to be a rocket scientist or a history professor. Whilst it does, of course, help to have a general curiosity about these topics, this section is just to test your reading comprehension. Okay, so question types. Firstly, I have to say you don't need to obsess with understanding the exact details of each question type. As you do practice tests, you'll subconsciously understand how to deal with question types. That said, in a second, I'll summarize the question types into 3 large categories, and after that, I'll go further into depth, breaking them into 10 more detailed types. So, all questions will fall under 3 major categories. These are factual, inference, and summary. Factual questions simply ask you to identify something in the passage. For example, according to paragraph 2, what is X? They're basically who, what, where, when, why, or how type of questions. Inference questions ask you to take facts in the passage and use your own thoughts to come to a reasonable conclusion. For example, what is the author trying to imply about X? Summary questions look at your ability to recognize the most important ideas within the passage, like summarizing the main theme or grouping the main ideas into a table. So there then are the 3 large categories. Now I'll break it into 10 specific types. 1 is vocabulary questions. Here you're simply tested on your understanding of the meaning of a word. 2 is factual questioning, where the questions look to straightforwardly ascertain information, i.e. in paragraph 2, which of the following is true. 3 is negative factual information, where you're asked to pick the untrue answer out of 4 options. 4 is inference, where you use your understanding of the context of the paragraph to extrapolate what the text means. 5 is rhetorical purpose, where the question asks you, why does the author mention this? And often it is in support of a specific fact. 6 is sentence simplification, whereby you have to distill the essential information of a sentence or summarize it. 7 is inserting text. Here you're given 1 sentence and 4 potential places in a paragraph to insert it into. This will test your contextual understanding of that paragraph as well as your understanding of sentence flow. 8 is reference, where you are asked what a phrase is in reference to. 9 is prose summary, where you are given 6 choices of summarizing sentences and you choose the 3 that best fit that passage. Here it tests not only your understanding of the passage itself, but also your attention to the summarizing sentences, where a small word like not or all can change the entire meaning of a sentence. 10 is perhaps the rarest type of question, where it shows a table and you're asked to summarize the corresponding information. All right then, so that's it for our explainer video. Remember, please don't stress too much about all the different question types or topics that will come up. Just keep practicing tests, get familiar with TOEFL, and of course, keep watching our videos, particularly the guided reading section walkthrough. This has been Lucian at Test Ready. It's been a pleasure sharing this with you. If you have any questions, please let us know below, and please share with any friends who'll be studying for TOEFL too. See you next time. Bye-bye.